What is going down, everybody? It is Teenage Night here with the retirements of my first franchise year with the Philadelphia Eagles. Terrell Owens retired as a Redskin. That's the most notable one to me. Hines Ward retired. And I simulated the first year. Hopefully, you saw that if you're watching this. And now we're on to the re signing stage of this. And you see me sign these guys to some pretty high year contracts just because they most of the time accept them. And that is just really how this game works. I don't sign Mike Patterson. I think the CPU ended up re-signing him anyway. Hopefully y'all don't hear this wind going. It's pretty annoying in my room. Steve Smith wouldn't sign anything. It was getting kind of frustrating. Then he accepts 5 years. I can accept that. And then Brent Selleck, he re-signs extremely easily. It was just too easy to re-sign with him. And then I decide against re-signing Jaquay Parker. And then this is the scouting part where I told you on the last video what I was going to do because I forgot to scout before the regular season started. And I really wanted Derek Moy. I would have dealt with any of those guys that I scouted right there. And except Blackman because something glitched out with Madden and they need to get that fixed really quick where star receivers in college go for late rounds. And y'all just heard my epic voice crack, hopefully you didn't, but you probably did. And I can see some of these people, like, I can see drafting them, but there's not just a lot of people that I really want to draft that are going past the, first, second round. And I'm trying to get out of that habit where I just got people in the first, second round. I need to start planning for all the rounds. And just kind of looking at linebackers here because after looking at our stats, my linebackers sucked this year. I mean, it was just terrible. And then here goes the free agent signing. I do not get a lot of people. And down farther, you'll see me fight for Chris Cooley. And there were just several teams after him. And it was just kind of getting really frustrating about how many teams were trying to get him. I know they are trying to make it more realistic about teams bidding, which I do like it, but like sometimes it just gets pretty frustrating whenever like you're bidding on someone that you really want and then you go back up and see that someone else got signed to another team that you wanted. And if you look right above Chris Cooley, you see Minnesota and not Minnesota, you see Jonathan Vilma whenever I go back down. Yeah, right above Chris Cooley. I don't see him at all. I completely skipped past him because I was just looking for a tight end. And I saw Chris Cooley, and I thought that was pretty cool. And then you see Washington's winning down to the last 30 seconds. And you'll see what happens later on. And then right now I'm just sitting here waiting for someone to bid on him. I go back up, and I see no one trying to get Chris Hope or Bobby Williams. Watch them for the last couple seconds. Make sure I got them. Eagle logo behind them. And then I let Chris Cooley. I just sit here and watch him. Make sure no one tries to get him. And then I see Cleveland gets him. And I don't know why I didn't just instantly bid. But I do end up bidding. 5 seconds. Oh, and right there. If you go back and watch that, it hit complete. And then I instantly went up and hit X. Because I didn't see him until after it said complete. So I got Jonathan Vilma also with that. Jason Campbell's going back to Washington. Looks like Matt Moore's going back to Miami. Looks like Willis McGahee's going to New England. Plexico staying in New York. It looks like Deion Branch is going to Minnesota. And I will just simulate the rest. This is the pro days. So I still have to scout another 20 people. So pretty much I just go back and scout all the people that I scouted before at the other one. And then I don't even know why I had tight ends still scouting. But, yeah, see, I just completely passed up that second round middle linebacker. I guess I was thinking about Jonathan Vilma, but I also should have been thinking about Jonathan Vilma's age. I mean, he is pretty well up there. And then I see these two strong safeties. I click yes here, and then I just kind of sit here for a while, just looking over everything. Like, see second the second player is the Sweat, outside linebacker. He's projected to go in the second round, and he was really someone I was looking at. I was really looking at Dre Kirkpatrick and trading away either Asante or Rogers Cromartie. Proctor was there. Tate, Finnelis at defensive back, and then Robinson, the second from the bottom, I was really looking at, and Alshon Jeffrey. And then this is the individual workouts. This is the one that only gives you 5 players to scout, and if you scout the players that you choose, if you have scouted them the entire time, it will give you their overall if you scout them, but only if you scout them here, and if you scout them the rest of the time, I think. Don't quote me on that. And then I scout these last 2 guys, and I really wanted Jamel Fleming, but I don't think it happened at all. And then I go back, Whedon looks like he's going to be pretty good. And then I scroll over to the catch rating right here just to look and check it out to compare if I want Jeffrey or Moy. And then look at that. Moy has a 93 catch rating as a rookie. That would be insane in a couple years. And then I'm still on catching over here, so I have to scroll all the way back over, which I guess isn't really that bad, but yeah, 82 overall for Kirkpatrick and 80 overall. Another voice crack. 80 overall for Fleming. And then I don't remember who went first. I think it was Nate Potter, but doesn't matter. And then number 21, the 21st pick, I'm looking around. None of the guys that I scouted were here. It was just like really, like I see Finnelis, but I really don't want to draft him. I didn't have all his stuff, and I was just kind of panicking here. I was like, who the heck am I going to draft? I scouted all these guys, and now none of them are here. And then you saw me go to Sam Proctor right there, and I was really looking at Posey, and I was like, nah, I'll go with Proctor. I'm hoping it really pays off later. I think he's like an 80 overall right now, so. And then I simulated my next pick up here, and still, I think the linebacker that I was looking at for the second round, I think he's gone, or else I didn't notice him. Maybe I'll notice here now that I'm rewatching it. And I don't know what's taking it so long. All right, there it is. And yeah, see, he's gone. He's gone too. And then I just go to available. I'm just kind of looking around, and I see Rex Burkhead, the halfback from Nebraska. And I was thinking, McCoy's kind of a speed back, so I might want to get a power back. So I think I ended up deciding on him later on because he was just like the best choice. So yeah, I ended up getting him right here. In the third round, I think I ended up getting a defensive player finally, even though because I remember I didn't want to re-sign Patterson, but I don't know I didn't know right here if the CPU did or not, so I went after Patrick Buttram, and so I'm hoping he pays off. And you can see I'm very picky about drafts, so I ended up getting Patrick Buttram, and simulating to the 4th pick now. I was really looking at RG3, but I think I ended up, I got Garrick Williams, and I'm really hoping he pays off because I could have easily just gotten RG3 right there, who obviously won the Heisman in real life. It's another thing I need to fix. I don't think he's going to go in the 4th round, but I guess no one expected him to win the Heisman, so. And then I really wanted a backup quarterback, a very good one, or at least a decent. So I ended up drafting Kellen Moore from Boise State. It was down to him or Darren Thomas, and I just decided to get Kellen Moore. And so these last two picks that I have to do, I kind of considered them, but it wasn't really one of the main things. I mean, I really wasn't concerned about these two picks, even though before I have found some very good players in these rounds. And then I ended up getting James Rogers from Oregon State. I took a I took a gamble on him. I mean, he's short, but I'm hoping since he's short, he's kind of like Deshaun and he's fast. That's another thing. I'm really thinking about getting rid of Deshaun to trade for a rookie receiver, maybe Moy or something, just because Deshaun, since he kind of took a downward spiral in real life, kind of sucks with the roster updates now. So I'm thinking about trading him. I mean, it shouldn't be too hard to trade him, but I'll think about that one. I'll wait for the end of the preseason, maybe a couple weeks into the season, maybe even week 6, which obviously is the trade deadline. I might trade him right before then to get Derek Moore. I'll wait and see which rookie receiver's doing the best. I really wish we recorded the standings from last year. I didn't really think about it. And then in about a minute, this video will be over. So yeah, it was him who wouldn't re-sign his contract the first time. And then obviously in the 7th round, I ended up getting Preston Lyons, a fullback from Georgia Tech. And then I'm just looking over the depth chart. I see Kellen Moore right there. Mike Kafka. Kafka, I have no idea how to say his name, even though this is my favorite team. Anyway, this video is pretty much over. I auto-reorder the depth chart. I just figured that'd be way easier than going through and changing all the rookies to their right spots. And our first preseason game is against the Kansas City Chiefs. I think it's a pretty good game. I'm hoping y'all like it too. So, yeah, I will talk to, or y'all will hear me later.